What is popping?
Hey.
Listen,
It's been a minute.
it feels like it's been a minute that all three of us have been together.
I know, 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was like 1 week I had her, the next week I had you, but every week I had you, Sarah. How does this make you feel when I rub on your thigh like that?
Here she is.
You make him tingle all inside.
I think you
The tip got to you. The tip got to
You
you.
felt like I had teased the tip. Oh, well, you know, luckily for you, the motions have been set on going forward with the Petty for Hire LP, and that teasing with the tip will be out before the year is out. So you just hold on to that. We'll say that for the visuals.
Put a pin in that.
Put a pin in that. We'll say that for the visuals for the video. What's up? It's your girl, Trina. She funny.
It's that guy, Remy Rowe.
And Keith, so serious. And welcome again to another episode of Love, Sex,
And music. Was that too
Who
early?
you got over there on the right?
This handsome young gentleman to the right of me is none other than Ciroc B,
You.
the DJ with the mostest,
Sir.
the crate digger.
Shout out to the guy behind the scenes that y'all can't
Who?
see.
Who?
KJ, you gonna give it up to
He
him.
said, no, what
Shots
is
out there. Call
We see him every now and then.
artists.
And where is his understudy, Taylor Bray?
Taylor Bray, I don't know,
Okay, the hip-hop
but apparently
official.
his kids went out trick-or-treating last night, Persian in the middle of the street, and
Taylor must have-
I didn't even know that Superman purged. The boy, he was half Superman, half the Purge. What is going on?
Hey, check it, right? I went to my cousin's house he live in the suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
So trick-or-treating in the suburbs is not like trick-or-treating in the hood.
It sure ain't.
That shit is way different.
No, how about this? The kids are lazy as shit.
Hey, but listen, right? They actually go trick-or-treating with their parents. Like, you know, in the hood, you just see the kids. And you see, you know, barbecue grill smoking and music blasting loud and kids come knock on your door. They don't even have on damn costumes, or if they doing some man-made.
It was that sheet?
Mama done went in there and grabbed a sheet and a towel and a bandana.
You done took the sheet
you
off your
asking
mama
like,
bed?
what the
I
fuck
bet
is
it's
you?
for no. Them last, like I know this year and last year, the kids been coming clean with them costumes.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, listen.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
My other job was at the park, and they came representing like for real.
Well, out there in Riverview, in the hood, in the suburbs, man, them kids, I seen Incredibles, I seen Spider-Mans, Ant-Mans, and Princesses, and
See the Black Panther?
I seen all that, man. Right down.
Yesterday, I took the girls across the bridge Kiki moved back to St. Pete. So we went to St. Pete to go trick-or-treating. And over there, like we're back like where Dow Strawberry used to live and all that. They call those the pink streets back there, you know, like
Don't be shaking your
toasty.
head.
This is Dow Strawberry before the drugs, not Dow.
Okay. You talking about when Dow Strawberry
When was
stayed up in
that?
New York?
When was that?
No.
When was that?
You talking about when he was...
This is like it's maybe his first 2 years of playing with the
Don't-
cats.
Let's go to first year.
Okay.
She's
Let's go to
stupid.
Let's go to first year.
Cause once he got with Doc Good, it was a rap. They had all sorts of things up there fucking
He
up.
already had the pre-tendencies. It was
So,
pre-tendencies,
we took-
allegedly.
Allegedly. So we took the kids over there, right? So now I only exercise once a year. And
Damn.
I got my nieces out. We're gonna exercise. We're gonna do this. If I'm all the way up here and y'all all the way back there, something wrong.
Yeah.
If my fat ass is up here and y'all back there, something wrong. And then
You know what
and
was
then,
wrong? I keep telling what was wrong was that they stopped to get candy.
No. Even going to get the candy, they was acting like they didn't want to go up there.
Wow.
I was like, you better get that candy because there ain't none at home.
Right.
They should have the good candy. Like they got the
had-
king size candy
No,
bars.
they had king size candy bars.
What's the other stuff?
But we went mad late.
We went late.
The Ferrero Rocher, they should have all that good stuff. No?
Right.
Listen, they did have good candy, and then they had an attitude because now it's, okay, we got the candy. Now you guys are aware that you're going to have to eat something before you put any of this candy in there. Then it becomes, let's make a deal. Let me get 2 for 1, let me get 1 for 1.
tell you.
They sitting there with their dice trying to,
Stupid.
Hey,
But
also in the hood, you don't get the good candy. You get that cheap shit.
That's not always true.
You go out there. Shit, man. You know black
Oh,
folks
they
don't spend
stepping it
money.
up, man. Some people just stepping it up. I Like I'm with you on that, but you know,
Hey.
everybody don't pass out the dum-dums and the, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you
Dum
something.
Dums is good candy.
Hey, boy, look.
You-
Let me tell you
You
something.
go out there, boy, you get Whoppers,
Y'all,
I fuck with Waffles.
sneakers, and
Today's rent. Okay, come back next year.
Wow.
every year's gonna be that same fucking problem.
Wow.
But listen, let me tell you something.
But I gotta talk about the highlight. Hold on. The highlight of the night, right?
Oh
So I
yeah,
take, my 2-year-old out.
gangster.
Last year he was constricted to
dressed
the
up.
Yeah, she.
I
Listen, she dressed up. Listen,
I always dress up.
Kiki was a ninja. But listen, everybody thought she was Katana from Mortal Kombat because she had the blue ninja outfit on and these bright blue lipstick. So everybody was walking past like, oh, that's Katana from Mortal Kombat. Me, I went as the host of Love, Sex, and Music. I had a t-shirt on.
Nurse or something.
No, I'm with the kids. I
You
gotta
went as
be
Trina,
right.
she funny.
I went to Trina. She's funny. Yeah, so funny. She's funny.
But the highlight of the night, take my 2-year-old. Last year he was constricted to the stroller. This year we like, we just gonna park him. We gonna walk with him, run him. He go to bed. He'll go to sleep. So we get to the house number 3, and they out there, sitting out sipping their wine. There's a group of them out there, and the little boy comes and he comes with this handful of candy. Now my 2-year-old got on this Spider-Man costume. The little boy coming, he got this Batman costume on. So as soon as he comes up, he's like, baby, baby. Now the little boy's like 4. So he definitely older than my son. But he get over there and get ready to put the candy in his bag, and my 2-year-old grabs him by the neck, choking him out.
Wow.
It was Batman versus Spider-Man.
I'm just embarrassed.
Hero fighting like you the enemy.
And I'm on paper, so I take off running. When the cops come, I can't be there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then my daughter, she's like, Mom, the lady works at my school.
You know something happened tomorrow. She can call her tomorrow.
I'm looking around like, oh, this shit ain't about to go down. Y'all know I ain't supposed to be in the burg. I gotta get permission to come around here. I'm going
We gonna get the whole Justice League on his ass. The whole Justice League on his ass. I'm telling you.
So next year he's back to the stroller.
feet
Nah,
dragging.
No, you just make him a suit. He comes choking nigga out now.
He done put 2 feet on the ground. Now he like, no, he ain't put me back in there.
Put me back in there.
Shoot.
He ain't no me. He ain't no David Ruffin.
Yeah. That's his problem. That's his damn problem.
He gonna tell me, man, I'm looking for Batman ass.
Right now.
I'm looking for his
Right now.
ass.
Where he at? Come on out, nigga.
Is that Dream Child?
A
I had a dream.
fantasy
Bear.
that I- What's up, Gene Children? In the building.
Dream.
So listen, tonight's drinking word is I try.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So whenever I say I try, right, we're gonna take a sip.
Y'all don't never like my jokes, but I try.
You try,
Yeah, you try.
you know?
Listen, when I do it, I try.
So
to
y'all
listen
know
up.
how that works. We don't got no sense. We try to say it as much as we can. Drink responsible. Make sure you got designated driver.
Not we try. I try.
I try, because I'm a try.
There you go.
Yeah, it is.
Leave your morals at the door. I'm gonna try.
Okay. What you telling about that Red Bull, man?
So what's new, man?
She said, let them know about that Red
Red
Bull.
Bull, right?
Oh, shit, can't miss
Man,
out on
shouts
money.
out to Red Bull, man.
Shouts out to Red
Showing
Bull.
love. You see me getting them numbers up, man.
Red
Boss
Bull
lady
get
told
you
me to get them
wings.
numbers up, man. So Red Bull, shouts out
And
to
if
you,
y'all
man.
know how to get our numbers up, make sure y'all go to the YouTube page, check us out, put it in the search engine, Love, Sex, and Music.
Yeah.
You can also look us up, www.youtube.com/C/Love, Sex, Music.
All right. What
I
you about
think
to
at
say?
my next event, man, I'm just gonna go in around the room, grab everybody's phone, and just subscribe.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 'cause
You just gotta
if you got Google, you already halfway there. All you gotta do is just go in and subscribe.
That's real.
Remy, plug the big event you got coming up, man. It's too early to tell, man.
Oh no, it's not, man. Black Friday. What is that? November 23rd. I'll be hosting an event at Dunn's River Island Cafe, so y'all come out, support. The whole fam will be out. We're gonna, do it. Definitely gonna do it big and grown in how we do it, you know. So good drinks, good music, good vibes. Just come through and kick it with me, man. After y'all done got full on that turkey and, you know, good dressing, Thanksgiving food. Yeah, man. So it tastes better the second day anyway.
Friday, I'm not eating that damn turkey.
Shit, we doing turkey hash, niggas, turkey sandwich.
Hey, Friday is when it tastes its best because it's
peanut butter and turkey.
It's cooked on Thursday, so Friday.
No, not peanut butter and turkey.
Wow.
That's not how it's going down.
Nah.
Turkey and jelly?
No, the two don't go together.
Turkey poor boy?
The two don't. Okay, turkey poor boy maybe, but the other two don't go together. But listen, we got a very special guest tonight.
Very special.
We do.
Very special guest. Okay, so we're gonna bring him up here. So, what can we say about this? He's a jack of all trades.
Jack of a lot of them.
Yeah.
He got his hand in every damn bag.
He's well rooted in the hip hop community.
Well rooted.
Here in the Bay,
well
so
wait a second. All the way from Plant City.
All the way from Plant City.
All the way from Plant City.
I'm declarated. Itty bitty Plant City.
Itty bitty Plant City.
None other than Slick Worthington.
Slick.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
What's going on?
How you
Slick?
doing?
Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you.
We're just a little country podcast trying to get by on Slim Fixins.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on, Slick?
I'm good. How are you?
Chilling. Why don't you tell people about our drinking word? Why we pull that our try out on them? Because you know we're investigators. Why we pull that our try out? Tell them about that. What that our try about?
So why is that so significant?
Oh, that's my song that I'm most known by. I guess I have a video out for it on YouTube, shot by the amazing Miko White.
Miko.
Man, that guy's awesome, dog. I just seen
Miko be in April.
a couple of his videos and I was blown away. I'm like, okay, tight work, man. Tight work.
He's come up too, man. He's built his portfolio. He just keeps getting better and better. Man.
That's real.
He really holds the city down too.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he loves the Bay. He loves the Bay. So listen, let's play a quick little game, right? A little game to break the ice, so you can get to know the host. And because we some clowns.
Most of them some fools.
What y'all want to do? We can do two truths and a lie. We can do this or that. We can do truth or dare. What y'all want to do? Call.
That slick pick, man.
Slick, what you want? We got truth or dare. We got two truths and a lie, and we got this or that.
Go hard or go home, Slick. Go hard or go home. Two truths and
Two truths and a lie.
All right. You got to start it off.
You started off. You know how that game works?
Nope.
You gotta tell us two truths and one lie. But you can't tell us which one is the lie. We got to try to figure out
which one is the lie.
So tell us 3 things about yourself.
But I'm gonna try.
And we're gonna figure out which one is wrong.
Let's see. When I was like 18, I got to party with Wu-Tang Clan. During the Wu-Tang Forever tour, I had to skip seeing Rage Against the Machine, but I got to meet them at the hotel, and we actually partied like real casually. Me and a group of other people. So I was smoking blunts with Method Man and Raekwon and Inspector Deck. They woke up old dirty bastard and we took a picture
Goldface
together.
Killer. Ain't no C.
So that's
I'm sorry, what was the song?
another time. I actually got to take a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon on my way to Vegas. We just stopped on a whim and did it while we were driving. And then, other than that, I once had to walk a donkey pretty much a quarter mile on the back roads in Plant City. I had to walk it back because it got away.
Well, you probably walked a few asses, a couple of places.
Assholes.
See, I was gonna say that was the lie, but that's really not an uncommon thing.
It's funny you say that because, well, I'll get into that. I forgot you're in the middle of the game.
I think the Grand Canyon was a lie.
Yeah, that's what I'm
the
gonna
Grand
say.
Canyon was a lie. I think so. Too.
Yeah.
It don't sound like it was, but
They might have all been true. See,
I think all of them was all
like I did that time.
I think it was all true myself.
I fucked y'all up that time.
Nah, I'm gonna go with the donkey, right? I'm gonna stick with my.
No, that donkey
The
truth.
donkey
You
was a
plant,
lie.
no, that's some real shit.
Nah, I've been through Plant City and it's some rural
I'm
parts.
gonna say the donkey too.
The donkey, I think it's all three of them are truths. What you think, KJ?
I never took a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon.
Told you. Got that.
Son of a bitch. I tried.
I stopped at the Grand Canyon. No, but back to the donkey. I was dating a girl out in the country, and there's this long stretch of just like a straight, narrow, creepy road, like fields on either side, and literally her 2 donkeys had escaped and were off on somebody's property. Wow! So we finally tracked them down. You know, I don't really know anything about donkeys, but she asked me to help her. I was like, all right. So I'm walking this donkey down this back nowhere road. I'm like, all right, it's not that bad. A sheriff pulls past us. And he slows down as he gets by me. It's a Hillsborough County Sheriff car.
Right.
We're out in the sticks. And he goes, he looks through his window. I look over at him and he says, nice ass. It felt so violent.
Instantly.
That's me. That was a good one.
I'm not from Plant City, but I did live out there and spent my time out there.
That's
Shout out
what's
to the itty bitty.
Shots out to Itty Bitty,
And,
man.
and I gotta send a big shout out to my fiance. She's home with bronchitis. She was supposed to be here with me rocking out.
up. Okay.
She really looked forward to it. She's got no filter. You would have loved her. So,
Yeah, we don't got no
Bring her
filter.
back.
she wants to run it
gotta
back.
come
in the
back.
future if it happens.
Yeah, we definitely run it back. We definitely gonna run it back.
Shouts out to her, man. Hope she get better.
You know,
Hope she get better.
We always looking for ladies on the show.
Yeah.
She's a
So,
All right, Kiki.
oh, y'all want me to
you
skip
want-
me?
You want to skip?
Nah, just skip me because y'all know it'll be taking me forever. I come back. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ro.
Shit, we already played this, so I'm gonna have to think of some new shit.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Who ready right now? You ready?
I took a trip 30 deep with the crew. Partied on the beaches of Bahamas, a couple of other islands. Did the same thing down in Grand Cayman. Ocho
Are those two
Rios.
different
Yeah,
ones?
these 2 different ones.
This is gonna be.
It's the second one.
I can already tell how whack this about to be because it's the same
Grand
thing.
Ochos, Grand Cayman. No, these 2 different. These 2 different instances.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You know, went to Mexico one time, went to a little strip club, $2 lap dances. Yeah, happy endings, of course.
Yeah, that's the one that's not
It's
true.
not like you telling the story.
That's
It
not the
don't sound
truth.
like you giving
The last one is a lie.
2 truths and a lie.
Last one is a lie.
Oh, the last one's a lie because we know death beyond your ass.
You ain't had no happy endings and you
You
put
ain't
that
had
shit
no
out there on
happy
podcast. That's a fucking lie.
The last one a lie. Have wifey shooting this bitch up.
Yeah, right. Pew, pew, pew,
I
pew.
don't condone it. I wasn't
It's a 22.
Oh, so bad.
Room 222. Listen, okay, mine. I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
That's a lie.
That's a fact.
I once got busy.
It wasn't Burger King. It was Chick-fil-A. She got class.
Wow.
Somebody fucking Chick-fil-A?
I once got busy.
Nobody knows. Whoever used the bathroom at Chick-fil-A.
Hey,
They do.
I once got busy in
one Burger King was 5 guys.
Damn.
She really stepped that game up.
let's see. I once. Oh, 2 truths and a lie, huh? That was the truth. That was having too many truth moments. Once got busy in the Burger King bathroom.
You said it.
My first concert was an OJ's concert with my mama and her homegirl Sharon, and my mama threw her drawers on the stage.
That's too detailed,
That's true.
so that's true.
That's true.
It's too detailed.
She really not.
I'm really not. And the third one is in a drunken rage, I've jumped over the McDonald's counter about a fillet of fish sandwich.
The first one a lie. The first one a lie. I can see you doing that.
In a drunken rage, at 2 o'clock in the morning, I jumped.
It had to be a double fish fillet though. A double fish fillet. If it was a single, you wrong in the motherfucker.
That's just your regular
Wrong in the
message.
This is back when I was God body. I wasn't wasn't eating no pork. I wasn't eating nothing but fish.
She said she was
Which one is the
God.
lie?
We're going with the first one.
We're gonna go with the first one.
They
Wait,
all-
what was your second one?
Huh?
She about to say they all.
better say they
She about to
all
say they
the
all truth.
They all truth.
She always say that. Why do we let her play this
I
shit?
know,
Because she always do all
Cause she'll
truth.
never play fruit.
They all truths.
I'm going with the fish sandwich.
Nah, I jumped across that motherfucking counter. It was
I was
2 o'clock
finna
in
say
the morning.
that.
I was in Southwest DC. I jumped
Damn.
across that bitch. Okay,
That's
and,
crazy.
and I did fucking the Burger King bathroom. Broke the sink too.
Damn.
Broke the sink.
Did you go have it your way after that?
Nah, I was fucking the manager.
Damn.
So
Always the man.
it's
It's always the manager.
But I wasn't working there, so this was not.
Nasty ass manager probably went back there and finished making a bitch walk play, wash his hands.
He
and
probably
everything.
did. I don't know. I left. I got an accurate legend and I left. I don't know how that worked out.
Let's talk about the Aqua Legend, bro.
Somebody acting legend.
You good if you go that way.
It's got some miles on it.
I'm telling you, 5-star
So
reviews,
B, give us something,
95.
man.
Shit. I've been a dancer, stripper before. I've done exotic dancing, and I've did porn.
The last one a lie.
They all lies.
They all lies.
He was an exotic dancer and he did porn.
I ain't did porn.
What was the third one?
The third one was I did porn. I was exotic dance before, and I was a dancer, stripper before.
You was a dancer stripper before?
He was a dancer.
It was 2 lies. It's 2 lies and 1 truth.
It's 3 lies.
He did get treated the best lap dance.
He might have been a stripper. His name was Dreddy Ruxpin.
No, actually, it was chocolate bell, smart ass.
Chocolate.
Chocolate Bear. I thought he was Dreddy
And
Ruxpin.
chocolate
I've
bell.
never been an exotic dancer.
You haven't? Well, you gave me that good last time.
No, that's a dancer stripper type shit. I've never been.
I was gonna hire you for the.
My name was Tropical Luau. Let's get back to slick, goddamn.
It's back to
Enough about me.
Come on, Kiki, it's on you.
I mean, y'all don't got nothing good. I got 7 kids.
That's the truth.
Stop it.
I'll watch it.
Damn, come on.
Stop it.
Let me get the shit out.
Shit.
Go ahead.
8 is enough.
I like being videotaped while doing sex.
Yeah. Nasty hope.
Dirty motherfucker.
Dirty motherfucker.
I like the lights on.
My dog.
All them shits is a motherfucker. All them shits is a lie.
All of them was a lie.
Bitch got 12.
Last one. She don't like the lights on. She don't like the lights on.
Bitch got 12 lights and then.
She don't like the lights on. That's some
The
bullshit.
first one a lie.
Number 2.
That's how you get hit in the
said
one
number
the stink instead of one of the ring.
They all was lies.
They was all lies.
They was all lies.
All right, so listen, let's go back to Slick. So Slick,
Yes.
tell us about Dungeon Worthy, man. Tell us about what you got going with that.
That's a collaboration with Annex Graphics. He's a dope, like one of the dopest MCs in the Bay. But more recently, he's been running a rap battle league, Enter the Dungeon, aka ETD. So my brand, Worthi, and his Dungeon brand. I just had a high moment or something one time. I coined it together, put the phrase together, referred it to him or hashtagged it or something like that. And he liked it. So I was like, yo, let's do something visually with that. And, like, let's showcase the MCs on camera because he's basically blossomed into a pretty dope, camera guy,
Okay.
graphics company, all media. So he was down with it and we started filming MCs, mostly a cappella. And then he kind of puts like a monotone kind of tone, but it's not really a beat. But some noise behind it.
Gotcha.
Some ambient sounds, whatever. But it's all shot in 4K and visually looks amazing.
I can imagine.
So now he's added drone footage and all that. So
Yeah.
it's kind of going next level.
I saw some 4K for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and I felt like all my life I had to fight.
Wow.
Well, damn, was
I
it
did.
porn?
No,
Was it porn?
It wasn't even. It was my brother's gender reveal for his next child. I was gonna say his last child, but we never know with him.
Damn.
And
Damn.
went to the gender reveal, and they had one of the ones that curve, sitting there, and it's like Moana was coming out. Hey, Moana, make way! I was touching the water and stuff. It was like,
It was
and that was
curved
before the
TV.
new glasses. That was before the new glasses. I can see it.
That's it. I'm getting the curved TV tomorrow. Fuck
Yeah, that shit was good.
Just
That
made
shit
me
was
believe
good.
it.
So Slick, that's pretty dope, man. Where do you guys normally host these rap battles?
For a long time, it was at Pegasus Lounge.
Okay.
Before they changed locations.
Gotcha.
The old, gritty, dirty one.
Oh yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Pegasus not on 30th across from Busch Gardens no more.
No, they moved
they
way
lost
down
scale.
Florida Ave.
They took-
Lutz.
You late like a motherfucker.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
They took
It's
the
nice.
they took the salmonella and everything. They picked it up.
And the
So it's
asbestos
that
and all
Greenfield
that.
is the old one. or is-
No.
It's Hollywood now.
It's cleaned up.
It's grown and
cleaned up.
sexy.
They said it's really a lounge.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay.
We'll turn the blue light on in that bit.
The last event was at 5 Star Dive Bar in Ybor.
Oh,
Outside
okay.
the
And
five
that's where
star.
the next one is scheduled in December. ETD Eulogy 3 is the title of this one. And the
Okay.
card is really, really dope, top notch.
Gotcha.
At least 5 or 6 battlers from Bullpen Battle League in Atlanta are coming down.
Okay.
And just a lot more clout than some of our cards previously.
Gotcha. Okay.
That'd
be dope to go and sit in and watch.
Put the card together. One of the battlers actually. put
Damn, Trini, we should have got on that.
We should have got on that ticket.
Really?
A tisket, a tasket, a bucket in a
We ought to
basket.
been
Don't
eliminated
do
in the
that
first
shit.
round.
Don't do that. Don't
Eliminated
yeah.
the first round.
No, yeah.
I named
Hey,
you.
real talk.
I named your drink, by the way.
You named it?
My homie and I did. It's
What was it?
What's
an ode to your turtle. Shout outs to him, by the way.
Donatello?
His name, okay, his name is Yurdle.
The drink
Her
is called
name.
the Twerking Turtle.
The twerking turtle.
Her name.
Because he gets busy.
You find out
I tried.
He's active tonight. Usually
Gerda is a girl.
Okay, I was watching.
He liked the music.
Shout out to Dream because he said that if I can get the turtle
No,
to
Gerda is a girl.
react, then it means that it was a good show.
Yeah.
Just found out.
I'm feeling all right.
Yeah, I mean,
Feeling like
Twerking is a
he got a little
transsexual.
confidence.
A transsexual turtle. He used to be a boy.
Me and Jay Creek named the turtles.
Well, I didn't know it was like that.
listen, well, the fucked up shit is, I don't got no life. So last Friday night, I'm sitting in my room watching Animal Planet. Me and my niece. And we sitting there and we watching Tanked. And they were making their little ponds out in the yard. The two owners was doing this little battle with the ponds in the yard. They were actually buying red ear sliders. And he get there and the guy was like, oh, this red ear slider is 7 years old. The difference between the female one is the females have short nails and the males have these long nails so they can grab onto the back of the female turtle and get busy. I said, oh shit, Yurdle, you's a girl. I came in here, picked my turtle up, looked at his hands, was like, you's been a bitch this whole time.
Bitch. I ain't gonna be no bitch.
Because he's 10 years old, which is, 3 years younger than this one. I went there and told my mother was like, oh, get him a rainbow flag, it's okay.
Hey, pride.
You repping for the transgender. I'm like, Mom, shut up. Okay.
That explains the
Ball man
twerking.
jeans back. He gonna wear them bitches.
So, but we love you all the same. And he getting bought, he getting,
You know y'all talking about him.
He said, wait till later on tonight when she's
Talk
trying to
about
sleep
me.
when I'm hitting this glass.
He need a mate, man.
Talk
He
about
lonely in
these
there.
son of a
We
bitch.
tried that.
Need to put a girl or something.
We tried that.
No, he is. So you gonna break? So
he
he
is
gonna be
a
a
girl.
lesbian?
Oh, that's a girl?
Yeah, that was the moral of the story she just said.
And that's probably why they was beefing. Early in his life, I put a girl turtle in there, and he got real territorial. Like, he wouldn't eat. He wouldn't let her eat.
Cause she don't eat no
She
pussy.
couldn't come to the front of the tank.
Wow.
He would swag her. She would swag her to the back of the tank, and I was like,
He
oh.
put two extra.
Man.
I put two chicks up
You're
in
the
there.
one. You're the one some penis, man.
She wants some
That would be That would be
To the vet?
He ain't been sick. Well, I'll take him to the vet.
Hey man, you can get a boy turtle from Buddy By Right or something. We can
Okay,
put something.
first and foremost, that turtle there is a Canal Street turtle.
I wanted to know.
It's the Buddy By Right.
Pick that damn turtle off the side of the road.
No, that's a Canal Street
You don't know.
turtle. That they
See, if you're not from up north, you don't know what Canal Street is.
Oh,
He was about this
Chinatown.
big when I bought him. He was $5. Okay.
She thought it was a ninja.
Okay. I thought it was cute because I was up on Canal Street. If you know anything about Canal, that's where they sell, the purses and everything or whatever.
She said she thought it was a ninja turtle.
So I had got him.
She's waiting for Spoonie.
So I had got him, and we came together. And then I went home, and my cousin, who's a little more OCD than I is, and he was in the little box. My cousin was like, "If you leave him in there, he's gonna die." I was like, all right, so what we gonna do? Went out, bought him a tank, got him some rocks. But back in the day when I used to do drugs,
That's crazy.
he was very entertaining because like I would get high and put powder on the dresser and just let him loose in the room. And I always knew where he was because he would leave white paw prints across the room.
Damn.
But when I got ready to move here, Kiki can attest to this story. He disappeared. He was missing. I was crying. I ain't gonna lie. I was getting ready to move to New York. I was crying. I couldn't find my turtle. And then I was sitting in my guest room and I was talking to Kiki and I'm like, Kiki, I don't want to leave him, but fuck him, He got to die here and he want to die in New York. He can die in New York, fuck him. Trying to hold back my thug thizzle. And then he started moving underneath the couch and I grabbed him and I put him in this thing, but he made it real hard for us to travel with him. He shit like every state. I had to get out, dump the water. They was mad at me because I had him in the front seat riding shotgun.
Wow.
We've been through a lot. That's, 10 years. He's going to be 11 in July.
Shouts out to Yurdle.
Okay, he done took enough of our podcast.
Tastes good with some plantains and some
Taking
bell
off
peppers.
enough.
Listen,
That
Time.
impressed the
I say
turtle.
that.
He ain't never been on camera.
I say that because I'm not the only animal lover at the table. Okay, Slick got all the animals too. I've seen all the dragon, little lizards and stuff.
Slick, tell us what you got, man.
What you got going over there at the zoo?
I've got 7 different lizards, I guess. 2. Shout out to Clark. I got 2 panther chameleons. Damn. A male and a female that have not gotten together yet. I think she's.
They beefing? They beefing?
She ain't having that.
She won't have it. She rejects him. I think she's too young too, but she's not.
It
having
still hurt.
Rejection hurts.
She fights, and we can't even get him to that point. So.
Cause y'all don't know how it feels that first time.
Man, I like animals, but when you talking about exotic shit,
I figured out the bitch took my.
I remember one time I met my brother Sharif house. Shout out to Rock.
Rock Z.
Rock had fucking Komodo dragons and iguanas and shit, and we goes in there, we sitting in there. He had this fucking tarantula, and the damn thing got out the cage.
Got out the house.
And he said, bro, help me trap it. Help me. No, man, you on your own. I'ma holler at you when you find your fucking
You need an
spider.
exterminator now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you need.
We used to breed exotic snakes and
man.
all that kind of non-monitors, all those.
We've got the 2 chameleons. We've got 2 bearded dragons, 2 crested geckos, and then my personal favorite, frilled dragon. The one
Okay, now
that
you got to
puffs
break that
out.
down, Slick. You got
Yeah,
to break it down. So what's that? Like it's a different breed of
evil?
lizard,
The
or
word on the street is that that's the evil one.
Like similar to Jurassic Park, like the ones that have like
That
the fan
flare.
and the thrill,
Yeah.
and they run around. He can kind of get up on 2 legs. And,
Yeah.
Is he loose in the house?
No, he's in a cage, but I want to get him to the point where he'd be loose in the house. Like
so you wouldn't have a problem with them being out like that.
he's head to tail, almost 2 feet,
Okay.
but he's still slim.
I'm talking about your point about it, like he ain't with that shit at all. No.
Hey, and he named him
That's
Knox.
and it depends on when you
Apparently, I caught a deal because I literally turned it down. We drove halfway back to Tampa from St. Pete, and Raquel was like, "Oh, babe, that's $1,000 lizard." And we kept looking, Googling, and I was like, "Yeah, they only wanted 200." So,
Right.
whether it's true or not, we felt like we got a deal.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that
At the
was
moment,
not that
she
expensive.
talked me into it basically. But
They expensive.
wow.
yeah, so
My brother into that kind of.
he's dope. He doesn't like anybody. He sketches out and does the frill thing.
Listen,
Everybody's scared of him.
that must be the dominant. That must be the
But you
dominant.
hear him over there
animal.
scary.
How long have you had all of them? Like different.
For the last 3 years, I formerly in the past have had iguanas, chameleons, and I was reptile free for a while.
Right.
Got talking about it with my fiance and the kids, and we went to a reptile show. Bought one of them. Went to another reptile show. And it became a family thing. So
That's real.
Yes, sir.
we got a whole Instagram too.
I kind of got a
Worthy
question. I want to
lizards.
switch it up a little bit. WMNF 88.5, like
Yes, sir.
the staple in Tampa for like underground hip hop and music. How did that come about? How did you land that gig and being, on that show, or on that station, I should say?
When I first kind of got in the scene out here, it was early on when Benton Records, Angel Soto,
Shout out to Angel.
right before he did the first music conference,
Okay.
which he's fast forward, he's done it 10 years or something.
Right. That was back when it was out on West Hillsboro
Yeah, the event factory.
factory. Yeah, I liked it when it was there. It was real dope.
So I was real new. Like I wasn't completely new to Tampa, but I was new to the scene as far as being in it. I was kind of a fan. I had listened to Mad Links on WMNF when I got to town.
Right.
Ironically, when we got here, my brother was hanging out with dudes in Plant City that were in the hip hop scene in Tampa.
Okay.
So he ended up at the show, the tribute show for Kenny K.
Wow.
R.I.P. Kenny K.
R.I.P. Kenny K.
Yeah, for real. He knew the history as told by the people he was hanging with, but he didn't really totally know the significance. And it's just ironic now that years later I'm a part of that legacy.
That legacy,
That's awesome.
yeah.
But as far as that, like when I came in the game, I met DJ Ritz, I met DJ Silent Rage way back.
Right.
And, you know, they've held it down over there forever because Mad Links, like, you know, Kenny K passed it down to Concept, who passed it down eventually, I think, to Mad Links.
Right.
He was going to USF at the time.
Right.
So then they DJ'd, kind of got in the mix, and he eventually passed it to them, SR and Ritz.
Okay.
And Knuckles became a part of the show. Won't Shut It Down Squad.
I remember Ritz and Knuckles back from
So,
Dimensional Sound days with Anwar. That was
Right.
before they got on the radio.
yeah.
It's crazy, man, how like you see the transition and how people have moved throughout, you know what I'm saying, the years.
Everybody's
It's crazy.
It's full. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So basically, just good relationships. I've known them for a while. I've supported them. I've always looked up to them coming into radio because I was kind of, you know, right behind their class, I feel.
Right.
And you know, so I always looked up to them. They'd come on my show, support my show, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
USF kind of ended abruptly. Bobby Treacherous and I kind of had an exit plan where we were going to transition over to internet
Right.
and run it out of his studio. And we had a whole plan kind of loosely laid. And then his enrollment status, which was the anchor at the time, changed and was not official enough for them. So we happened to have Beanie Siegel live on the show, you know, in studio. Shout out to Gen TV, they're bringing him back
Gen TV tomorrow night.
tomorrow night.
You know
4-year
what?
anniversary.
It's crazy because one of the promoters inboxed me like 2 weeks, and apparently he must have inboxed several artists from the Tampa area because that same morning I got the inbox, I went on Instagram and I seen where Fresh P made the comment about promoters who try to get you to pay to perform or open up for.
Right.
And I don't know if that was the correlation, but it seemed very ironic that that was the morning that these texts went out asking, you know, hey, I see you're an artist in the Tampa area, man. We bringing Beanie Siegel to town. You want to pay blah 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 to open up, and you know, woo, and you know, I was like, oh, that's cute, you know.
Yeah,
but-
there's different methods out here. And,
right, you know what I'm saying?
And I don't always knock either way.
Right.
Like I see why some promoters do it.
Right,
You know, it's obviously a numbers game, and you know, they invest into it.
right,
But I'm an artist myself, so I'm at times conflicted.
right.
You know, like I value myself, and I don't feel I would ever want to pay for a slot. Or, you know, I've paid for mixtape slots and stuff of that nature, but I don't know.
Mixtape slots a little different to me than pay to them perform because a mixtape slot is like, to me, is investing in a song because it's gonna go in circulation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't see that as a bad investment.
And it may bring a cosign that could obviously increase views and listens. And
Right,
whatever.
exactly.
So,
Well, let's talk a little bit about a little hip hop, a little artist 101, because you're like the king of Brandon. Okay, I see Stay Worthy all over the place. I see the merch. I was telling Kiki, I said, Kiki, he gotta have his own line
He
of
got
shirt.
to have his own.
He got a press. I said he got a press round back or something.
we
Every time
had
I see him,
it. We had it pretty much launched, minus a few last minute things, whatever. But then the site that was the partner with the site I was working with basically skipped town kind of did a number on a lot of people,
Oh wow.
and now I'm searching for a more permanent solution.
It's definitely a dope concept because I'm an old hip hop head, and I see that you are too. So you incorporate a lot of the old hip hop into the shirts. You know, whenever I see the shirts, and I'm like, yo, they represent. Wifey got the Illmatic hat on, and I'm like, this, you know, they definitely represent the hip hop culture. So my thing is that, what do you feel about the state of hip hop right now? When I say the state of it, I mean as far as because my thing is, me and Kiki were talking about this, and me and Dream and Kiki have had this conversation all the time. Is that sometimes I think, you know, it's one thing to have that talent. I can rap. Okay, I can rap. I have a gift. I can rap. Okay, well now you know we got to be able to rap because I can take you in the studio and make you sound like whatever I want you to sound like. But artists. I feel like enough artists don't put enough into their selves, enough into their craft. My thing is doing promo, stuff like this, promo stuff that's gonna help advance them. What do you feel, since you sit on both sides of the fence?
I'm gonna be real, like I don't have a clear cut answer, but I'll kind of say some things I've said before or whatever. I think there's a place in hip hop for a lot of different styles, genres. I don't like that certain styles get overexposed and pushed to the forefront.
Bingo.
To where that's the representation of what
the
hip hop
culture.
is.
Right.
So then the new kids, like I don't expect the new kids to automatically know Rakim and all these people from our era or before our era or whatever. But you know, I don't want them to think that that's it. You know, Gucci Gang, or something. You know, not even picking on that. I'm just saying something more simplistic,
but it
and
fits.
not like as complex as whatever the lyrical stuff we came up on, or whatever. You know, like I like the variety in one sense. I like the evolution of hip hop. I like the kids are bringing it back to having fun on some levels, but I don't like the complete dumbing down, and that being pushed up in everybody's face more so than because there's plenty of substance out there. There's millions of rappers on all these platforms, and there's a lot of dope ones everywhere with their shit together, with their music and everything intact, their business intact. But if you don't know these platforms or where to look for it, or it's harder to get to, I guess. You know, even with all the access we have.
That kind of
But
goes.
it comes with what she's saying with the promotion, though. Like, something I've always, on the flip side of that, I may be like more of a boom bap fan or whatever you want to call it, but a lot of the reasons that these other type of artists win is because they invest in themselves. They get out there, they grind, and they hand-to-hand flyer. They have a street team. They keep it in your face, which is marketing 101, like she's saying, you know, and I just saw NBA YoungBoys street team on my way here, like about an hour before I got here. They were like deep in the streets off Nebraska, where I live in Sulphur Springs.
Tagging and putting.
They were like mobbing it. You know, I come from street laced, and we do the same type of work, but they were out there heavy, and they meant business. So I don't know who employs them or whatever, but they were on the job, so they were out there heavy.
And that like what you said though, to kind of go back to what you said, and what bothers me as an artist, because in any genre, anything, let's take for example basketball. If you're a rookie and you're coming into the NBA, you know who Michael Jordan is.
Of course.
You have a respect for him. You know who Dr. J is. You have a respect for him. You see where I'm going with this?
Right.
I think in rap it should be the same way. When you come in, if you're gonna call yourself an artist and you're gonna come into something that has a long history, if your favorite rapper is Kevin Gates, and then someone will say, well, what do you know about Method Man? And you say, who?
Right.
That's like a disrespect and
I
a
think
slap.
I think the difference in that is basketball the game has always been the game.
The game is
Hip hop has kind of changed.
It elevates.
and veered a little bit different. You know, the music, the sound of the music
The sound
has
has
changed.
changed, but the game has never changed.
Well,
Rappers are doing the same thing now that they was doing 20 years
Not
ago.
the grind different. It's a lot of things.
I
with
mean,
that that's
technology has changed.
I mean,
That-
people are
that too.
motivated by different things, inspired by different things.
Right.
Even with the music and hip hop, like just because you like rap doesn't mean you like Gucci Mane. You might like a Tribe Called Quest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Right.
You might like a little of all that,
Right.
but it just.
Yeah. I mean,
I tried.
I tried with that twerk.
but then like I think too, and you're in radio, so you probably can see where I'm coming from with this. I think a lot of that has to do with too the powers to the be, because the machine, it wants to gravitate to a certain sound. So like the era of music, hip hop that we may have came up off, it gets pushed to the back because that's not where the push is. No, you know what I'm saying? The push is going with, oh, this is what they like, this is what's trending, this is what we're gonna throw on you. You know what I'm saying?
I got a little bit of opinion on that. My thing is, it goes back to no different than my mother playing Sly and the Family Stone and stuff like that growing up, and I'm listening to whatever kind of the OJs and the music that she listened to. My thing is that if I'm from a certain area, certain things I'm not exposed to. So say for a second, I'm a rapper out of New York. What's my rap history? It's not going to be, might not be the same as somebody's rap history from Mobile, Alabama. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because they grew up on that sound, and their music doesn't go all the way back. You see what I'm saying? Their music might not go as far back as I'm thinking of, Marley Marl and African Bambaataa. Their music might not go as far back as what I know the music to be. Or my thing is that, and their age plays a difference too. You see what I'm saying?
I think that's what plays a difference.
So
Yeah.
if I'm coming up now, right? If I'm coming up now, I'm coming up in this generation, and I'm in Tampa. That's not too far from It's not too far from Alabama. Not too far from Atlanta. I'm gonna be looking up to Outkast.
Right.
This kind of thing. You see what I'm saying? As a young adult in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? They're gonna say Biggie. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's to an extent that sometimes it doesn't cross over. Because if you ask a Tampa one of these Tampa Jits what their favorite artist is, most of them are gonna tell you. They're gonna tell you Tampa Tony, stuff that they heard here.
Right. Well,
Tupac is the go-to.
Right. I'm gonna talk to
And I think Tampa.
Right. What you grew up on.
Trey will tell you everything from old school
school to school,
Right.
right?
Because it's been like,
But it's been
I'ma
embedded
tell
in
you
his
this,
head for that.
Before Tampa had a true music culture, we listened to music from everywhere. Before there was an Outkast, before there was no, the South didn't really have a sound. The only thing we had was what they labeled as booty music with Luke.
Right.
Outside of that, so you gotta think.
So how do you pay if my thing is this? With it being that broad, right?
Right.
How do they know how to pay their dues if they? You see what I'm saying? Because the point it seems like you're getting at is
I know what
that.
you're saying, because some of the kids nowadays, you say Tupac, they're like, who?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something that I heard a rapper say. Game. I heard Game say this. He said, when I realized I wanted to rap, I felt like I didn't want to be in a business and I didn't know my history. Game say the first thing he did when he realized that he wanted to rap, he went out and bought all the OGs or the rappers before him. He bought their music and studied them. So he bought the old Nas, he bought the old, everything. He just went in and dissected them. You know what I'm saying? And that played a big influence on his craft. And I think that all artists should do that. And not to say that you should listen to other rappers and mimic or influence their style and yours, but at least educate yourself on it. Because you may hear something from 93 and be like, I want to sample that and put that on something that's more current. Because that's how you keep the shit spinning and keep it fresh and keep it going. Because now, like, I heard a old Tupac song. Kimmy actually shared it with me. And the joke was, this song This song came out 20 years ago, and to this day, until Kimmy just shared it, I didn't know it was a sample. And I can't even think of the name of the Tupac record right now. But it was a sample, and much as we heard this song, I never knew it was a sample. And I'm like, damn, how that got by me? You know what I'm saying?
Pop sample, but it when him say it was the producer, like when he was dealing with you know what I'm saying, Johnny J and all them, like
Right.
the production, which is crazy now, because a lot of the kids, and I'm pretty sure Slick can attest to that too. Now more so it's
All eyes on me.
beat catching you.
All eyes on
Yeah, that's from
that was a sample, and I was like, wow. And they played the original version,
Right.
and I was like, whoa. But
Certain songs have been sampled so much that sometimes it's hard to know. I mean, they joke around about that.
Yeah.
What can you say about that as a DJ, Slim?
Well, back to what he was saying about it, the beat is more prominent now. That's what's catching people. But
Right.
not only that, the whole verse structure in songs has changed. It's
Yeah.
not just 16,
Right.
hook 16. Now it's, you might get a 12,
An 8 sometimes.
it would be a 16.
8, maybe 8 repeated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's all like flip flop.
Yeah, man.
It's
I mean,
beat and hook
Right.
driven.
Kevin
More
Hart giving out
mainstream,
32s, ain't he? Didn't Kevin Hart say he was giving, when Kevin Hart Chocolate Dropper came out, he was giving out 32.
So with that being stated, with you being, you know what I'm saying, a radio personality and all that, as far as your choosing of the music, when you go to that, do you go what's popping, what do you think's popping, or do you go back and you actually listen to some of the artists and you get a feel for their music, or it's just like somebody brings an artist to you or something that catches you, or
Me personally, I get all of that. You know, I get it brought to me. I seek out some, you know, when I have time. I definitely have emails that I can listen to all day if I want to, you know.
Right.
But I don't, you know, I listen to some here and there. You know, normally if it's something that when I read it, it catches me, or I see it visually, you know, I'm like everybody. I have certain triggers or whatever.
Right.
But I get music from all different sources, and I try, me personally, I've always tried to play all of it when it came to hip hop. When I came in the game, that's one thing I peeped, that a lot of artists, especially quote unquote Tampa music, you know, back then didn't really like WMNF as much or support it as much because there was more of a New York or an East Coast vibe there, and they felt it was kind of biased. And like how you know, it's Tampa.
Right.
You know, on one hand, they were bringing you all that music that you never would have had before.
Right. Exactly.
And a lot of people are thankful for that, you know, but I do remember hearing these arguments from artists and these
Right.
gripes. So when I finally got a chance to do my own show, I always said I wanted to embrace all of it. You know, I'm a fan of all of it. I can't say I don't like a little bit of joke music, or I don't like a little bit of trap. Like you know, I'm all over the place. And I was grown. I was born in the South.
Right.
Floridian completely, lived all around the state, but always a Floridian. You know?
Right.
But I had a lot of northern friends and influence along the way, and you know, whatever. So my tastes are a little skewed.
Gotcha.
Not a typical Southern rap
Yes.
Right.
fan.
Gotcha.
88.5 was our little taster up north, though.
Right. It
That's what we
was.
used to get, especially with King K. That's what,
Trying
you know
to
what I'm
tell you,
saying. That's
man.
when we Terminator X.
We
to
recorded
put
Kenny
the
K off the
energy.
radio.
He was the
Like
plug.
that's because he had ties.
One
like
is
that.
Public Animal.
Play
Say it right.
And,
Public
I
Animal.
never actually
Take one
finished.
before.
The way I became a part of Saturday Night Shutdown was after we lost the show, after the Beanie Siegel show, that was it. So I didn't get to play on my exit. I didn't get to promote it like I wanted. We did have it all on video. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. You got freestyle with it. But then I went to 99 Jams in St. Pete for like 2 or 3 months. Just didn't feel it was the right fit for me, so I kind of walked away from it. And then in my downtime, I got a call from SR and Ritz saying, "Hey, can you come up here? We want to talk to you." It's a weird wording.
Try it. You better try this.
Respect.
Right.
And so me and Raquel showed up, and they basically said, "Hey, you know, we've always wanted to ask you this for a while now. Now that we see you're kind of laying low, you're in between, you know, we don't feel like we're stepping on toes. We want you to be a part of the team. We want you to join WMNF, Saturday Night Shutdown." I'm like, oh wow! So I'm just at least trying to give it the old, you know, like.
Right.
And Raquel butts in and just says, "Oh, He doesn't have to think about it. Of course he wants it.
She signed for you. The ladies always right.
Shout out to us knowing what they need.
Hey, the ladies is always
Shout out to
right.
us knowing what they need.
And it's been almost 2 years I've been with him. Recently I have kind of stepped away just for personal reasons. Kind of a hiatus or whatever. But shout outs to them. Everything's love over there.
That's real.
Shot side.
So you touched on it a little bit earlier. Tell us a little more about Street Lace Marketing.
Yeah, man, I've been with them 10 plus. It's probably going
They
on
grind, man. I
12
see them
years or
everywhere.
I started as an intern, just from the old school scene out here. We used to all network on a message board called TampaHipHop.com before the Facebook era.
Wow, you remember that?
You know what?
TampaHipHop.com.
They used to have a motorcycle page or something on there. I remember they used to go on there.
It was the hub.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
basically they posted that they were looking for some young, ambitious, hardworking people, yada yada yada, for opportunities, internship, unpaid. It seemed fit for what I was doing. It was because at the time Street Lace was doing a major record label street team. Like I was just shouting out at the young boy.
Right.
Weird. So I came right in, and right away we were working big events like Wild Splash, Last Damn Show. We went to Orlando and did the Ozone Awards / TJ's DJs conference for like a whole weekend.
Right.
Big, did it big, like Miami, New York style. Like if we're putting posters on one light pole, we're putting about 10 double-sided posters, so it goes all the way up the pole.
Wow.
We're doing that all the way down a block or a specified area.
Right.
Cities coming behind us, sometimes taking it down. And there's other street teams kind of competing for space.
Right.
It's kind of crazy.
Who runs Street Lace?
It's Third Leg Greg, the radio personality.
Oh, okay.
/ he's also the in-arena host for USF Sports, Tampa Bay Lightning.
Right.
Does a lot of different.
Wow, I didn't know Third Leg run that. That's
Yeah,
right.
he's vice president with his partner Blaze Potts.
Right.
And he's a long industry resume, DJ himself. Street Lace is not only the marketing and promotions, but there's a side, another company, Street Lace DJs, which is like a booking and management company somewhat of an elite roster. Like you'd be surprised probably some people are actually Street Lace affiliated.
Wow.
But we've got people like Shizm, Knuckles, Strizzo, all the way to Bubba Sparks is an affiliated artist.
Wow,
with
that's
us.
crazy.
Like there's just an array of DJs in the Bay Area
Gotcha.
and beyond. DJ Don Pablo, Mingle Mix, a ton of them. Just talented guys, and they do a lot of the DJing at the sporting events such as the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Right.
And just hard working, man. And I basically was the street team or the backbone of it for a good few years, and they kind of expanded, so we've got a lot more people on deck now. It's been a lot of great experiences and a lot of nice checks here and there.
Yeah.
But we've covered all things. Like I said, it started with the major record labels, but then we've done Disney on Ice, we've done Monster
Oh,
Trucks,
wow.
we've done the Stride Center as a client. Just whatever.
Right.
Corporate marketing at this point, but we'll take on a little budget guy too.
Right.
We just did a door-to-door for a big company in the Bay out here. Door-to-door, hanging door hangers, just grassroots.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Okay.
All right.
So tell us a little. I think you got a little CEO, little crib back there for your little magazine, Rap Solutions. It was taking a pause at the moment. What's going on?
That's something I did for a good 4 or 5. I forget how many years exactly. I was brought in as a contributor at first. Shout outs to the owner and the founder.
You know who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
He's an older, well-respected industry lady, out there in the game. Not even a silent partner, because she was out here making movies as well. But she did all the website work for it, the coding and all that to maintain the website. and organized it all, pretty much all the back end work. And I was the field doing all the interviews, getting all the content. And then she would add in her own, like filming interviews and stuff, because she had a lot of industry connects. And it was her inception, her creation. And I put in so much work with it that over time, we built it up. It was mainly me and her anyway. So at some point, she basically made me co-ownership with her.
Oh, that's dope. All right, top of the dome. Top of the
For a
dome.
while, and then it's just in limbo at this point. But
All right.
it was an online magazine. We got awarded, nominated, etc.
All right.
If you had to give advice to an artist that's coming in the game right now, since you're in radio, what would be that word of advice that you would give them?
Be original. Be yourself, but be true to that. Like if you are that eccentric, colored hair, turn up guy, for real, then be that. Be it to the fullest.
Right.
Play that character up, because that's what a lot of this is. Even if you can spit your ass off.
Right.
You know, if you have a gimmick and can ride it.
Ride it. Yeah. Exactly.
If you're asking me from a business sense or, you know, like marketing
That's
sense,
business,
then
yeah.
yeah, like the game has changed. There's a lot more outlets for an artist to benefit and take advantage of on their own. You don't really need a manager at this point, you know, like until you get crazy demand.
You have to have something to manage.
You have to definitely have something to manage.
Artists don't realize that. Artists think they work for the manager, and it's the opposite. The manager works for you. You know, I had an artist tell me, man, I'm gonna get rid of my manager because he don't get me no shows. He don't do this, do that. And I looked at the artist. I said, that's not your manager's job.
I think I know
That's
who
your
that.
job.
I think I know who that artist is.
You know, and I'm like,
It's technically a booking agent's job.
yeah. I'm like, look. I say, you need to learn the music business, and then you'll understand, you know, what role a manager takes.
They got Spotify now. They know.
You know.
They know
Yeah,
the business.
I managed a young artist by the name of Crush Capital, and you know, we had the talk early on, like right up front, what I can provide, what I will provide, what I feel is my job to provide, and if you can deal with that and do the rest of it on your own, and go harder than me,
Right.
then we can work.
Right.
You know, and then most times that's what it was. And, you know, we had a pretty good working relationship for a while. And he ended up going back to New York, but he's actually recently back in the Bay. Salute. He's married. Kind of.
Okay.
But you know, may hear more from him.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's done.
That's real, man.
So give us your top 5 MCs. I know this list about to be dope. Go ahead.
Like all time, like
Your all time. Let me tell you who you can't put on there. Can't put Tupac on there. Because those are
I like the challenge.
Listen, my thing is because if you're a real student of the game, those are, you know, certain people are automatically going to be on there, and I don't want to take those 3 on your list. So
I can do that too. I give my 5 after you give his 5.
we don't want Tupac, we don't want Biggie, and we don't want Pun. All right, go ahead.
No Pop, no Biggie, no Pun.
Give us some good ones.
All right. Salute to all them.
Snoop, all right.
And, no. It's a,
My bad.
I thought he said
hey,
Snoop.
shout out to Snoop, man.
Shout out, man. Doggy
Shout out to
style.
Snoop.
Yeah.
Doggy style.
All right, of course, my all-time GOAT, Nas. would be
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'll throw Rakim on there.
Definitely a gem.
Black Thought.
I was gonna say him too.
That's a good one.
There you go. That's when it get.
I'm gonna go left field. I'm going to Busta Rhymes.
Oh,
That's a good one.
How many is that? 3 or 4?
Yeah, 4.
Oh man, the pressure.
no particular artist, no particular order artist. Okay, Buster, you could have been number 1. We don't know. You on the list.
All right, I'm going Q-Tip.
Q-Tip.
That's a
All
good
right, man. That's a good list.
That's a dope
good
list.
That's a list.
Can I give y'all my list?
I left the West Coast off.
Damn, why Remy can't give his list?
He's mad.
Ain't gonna be like Remy Rowe.
No.
We gotta bring your peoples up too.
So listen.
We gotta bring them up. We gotta bring your peoples up.
All right, so I'm gonna take a couple off his. I'm gonna say Nas. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna put him in the category as a Biggie them, cause Nas is a given. So we're gonna take. I'm gonna take Nas off. I'm gonna say Black. I'm gonna say Black Thought. Scarface. Andre 3000. And then I'm gonna take you somewhere else with this one. I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna go left coast and I'm gonna say Ice Cube.
Today was a good day.
What that's 3 or 4?
4.
That's 4. Okay, and then my 5th artist, I'm gonna take it back up top. Wow.
Hammer.
I got 2 people in mind, but I
He
can
said
only
MC
go.
Hammer?
Yes.
I got 2 people in mind. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say Redman.
Redman?
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
but
mad at that.
I you know what I'm saying. Redman at his prime was the shit. Like,
Still is.
I mean, still is. He just dropped some new shit and still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kiki, we skip you? They can be R&B, can they just be people you like? Go ahead. Life Janet,
I think y'all like Milli Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli.
We finna skip this shit. We finna skip this shit.
Go ahead, Ciroc, while you get yours. Well, let Ciroc get his while you work on yours.
I'm not working on it.
Oh, no, you ain't. Go ahead, Ciroc.
I'm not coaching the fucking game.
Artists, man, without using those, well, y'all didn't say, so I'll go ahead and not just be a butthole and say Jay-Z. Since y'all didn't put him in there, but I guess y'all can put him in.
Because I left them in 8.
Right.
You know they.
Right. So that. Gotta say, I say Outkast as a whole, they came up together, man. So
Yeah, I feel
I
you.
have to say, can Big Boy step theirs up too. So definitely, Slick Rick.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh man, KRS-One.
Wow, that's a good one.
Houston. Somebody I want to say, but I don't say them. T.I.
T.I. is making his way up.
T.I. did his just deserves. I'm gonna go.
TIP.
I'm gonna go. Yep.
T.I.P. or T.I.?
T.I. tip. I'm gonna go down south and I'm gonna say Trick.
I think
Trick
that's
Daddy.
fine. I think
That's why. I got somebody I would say.
No, you-
I can do a
You already
slash.
did yours.
I'm gonna say a slash.
He can't
and
slash.
I have to say Darkman X, DMX, man. He got to be on that list.
He called
Before the
slide.
dope album.
I was just about to ask you.
Shit, I
dope down with
want the hot DMX because that's what it made it.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, my top 5 will definitely be, let's see, Big L,
He was dope.
Dirty shit for that.
He dope.
My mind wouldn't even go on that.
Yeah, he was dope.
Sean Price.
Wow.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
R.I.P.
you can just put Helter Skelter.
Down.
Okay, hell no.
Yeah, I can put the whole Helter Skelter.
Whole Helter Skelter on there. Raw, all of them. Oh, man.
Is this dude up on top? His name is Wordsworth.
Yes.
It's 3.
It's dope.
Somebody said Bow Wow.
She finna say Chingy. Fuck the whole list up. And just,
Nobody's picking Kendrick. I'm just
Definitely not Chingy.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
Definitely not Chingy. But
That's what he's bugging out.
he said Tip.
Twister was a dope artist.
He said
from the Midwest.
Skilo.
Yeah.
He had said Solid.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I definitely have to put him on
Yes,
my
sir.
list.
Most definitely.
And I'm not gonna put Mos Def on my list, even though he's probably an honorable mention.
Yeah.
But I would definitely have to go with Joey Crack. We can't sleep on Joey. No, I can't really. No, I don't know.
Top
I
5
really have to
rapper
feel- I have-
discussion.
Wait,
I have to
wait,
put
but he
Crack
over here trying to hit the thing. He said,
I like Nori better for some reason. Even though Nori be
Ain't nobody said Common.
Nori be riding,
Nobody said
man.
Common.
Nobody said
Common.
Common. Yeah.
my man said, ain't nobody gonna say Kendrick.
Cypress Hill. Ain't nobody say Be Real.
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. That's
Yo, what's that?
Yeah, that is crazy.
I'm just saying. It's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, J. Cole.
Ain't nobody say Vanilla Ice.
Cypress Hill just
Hey,
put out
get her ass out of here, man.
You can say the bad boy.
Listen, Cypress Hill just put out another album recently.
That's why when you say 5, it's hard to squeeze your top 5 in.
Exactly.
Like
Because
you said,
I
you
know
got
Slick
J.
had
Cole,
more
you
to
got
say.
Kendrick.
Slick probably could have went by 20.
Yeah.
Easy. And
Yeah.
Slick also said ain't nobody say Kendrick.
Yeah.
If I stumped the bull because I'd have definitely said
No,
Kendrick.
Yeah, I
if I
would've
had it,
definitely
like,
said him too.
Kendrick is definitely, if I had to,
Right.
So I knew he was waiting for it.
I ain't want to say my 5 because everybody gonna argue with my 5.
what's your 5, girl?
Yeah, go ahead.
I already started someone. Millie Vanilli, MC Hammer.
Hey, quit playing, man.
You serious?
He had some hits.
EU.
Wow.
He had some hits.
Don't start that shit because if you say his name, I'm walking out. If you say his name, Trina, I'm walking out this because every time we say EU,
Sugar Bow.
here we go. You ain't shit.
Little Timmy.
Them boys be
Chuck Rock
working.
jumps up on the scene with a lead in the
So
pocket
Slick,
full of green.
you got your homie right there, man. You gonna bring him up real quick? You got your partner?
Cop last year
Yeah.
was
I said you got your partner. You gonna bring him
Some
up?
people want to play games.
Oh, yeah,
He
he
come
did.
tell us his top 5.
He's no chair.
For sure.
All right.
Let's get him a chair.
You got to grab a chair from back
He's
there.
just got to
Get him
stand.
off the side.
Earn his time.
Yeah, we're going to get his top 5 and then we're going to play a game. And then you're going to tell us what you're doing and we're going to...
This is the homie Claude Alexander. He's
Claude Alexander.
That's a lot of names.
Y'all remember that name? Remember that name?
what up, man?
Y'all might have to move over a little bit and snug in the
He's-
Closer,
fit.
like y'all like each other.
Wears many hats.
Not really.
He's a
Boy, got that
choreographer.
Lakers on. Yes, sir.
I let him tell it, but
He got on that. He got on that shit.
Bro, I just want to say that.
Oh, man.
I'm a real Lakers fan.
Thank you.
Kobe and all that.
We ride with Braun.
he's an annoying one too.
I'm a Bron fan. I like Kobe.
Braun fan.
Nah, I mean, he does many things. He's a choreographer. He's a b-boy. He's
That's
a
what's up.
cranker. Is
That's
what
so
it
funny,
is.
I dance
Cranking.
too.
Cranking.
You saw that? You saw
Is
that?
that the right
He
one?
be cranking.
I dance.
I don't want to disrespect it. You know,
So you done gave Columbus Short a run for his money and stopped me on.
Columbus short, though,
And he-
no problem.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Sure, didn't keep his ass
he's
out
an
the
MC.
booth.
Damn.
Smacking women.
I
freestyle.
rap, I sing, I dance, I'm halftime comedian.
You're an
I do a
entertainer.
lot of, I do a lot
You're
of voice
entertainer.
impersonations.
You can't moonwalk,
What's
nigga.
up?
Yeah, bro, I done moonwalk. My uncle, like, real story, I swear to God, my uncle taught me how to moonwalk and slide in the grass with no shoes on. And he taught me that because he was like, if you can do it in grass, you can do it in anything. So then, after I got good at that, he made me do it in shoes in the grass. So when I got on concrete, butter.
It felt like nothing.
Killing it.
Butter.
Chris Brown in that thing.
Sir.
Listen, he was doing that Michael Jackson slide.
Wow.
So Claude, what's your 5? What's your
Your
Top
5?
5. First off, I gotta go Kendrick Lamar all
Kendrick
day.
Lamar.
That I'm an avid fan of Kendrick.
He's gonna say the loonies. He's not West Coast.
Yeah, I'm hard West Coast. Lunix, definitely, yeah, just because you're a dick.
Just because of that.
Number 3, Bun B.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Bun.
Of course, Snoop D O Double G, West Coast.
Snoop,
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? And last but not least, don't think I'm weird for this. I got guilty pleasures, and we all do. 2 Chainz, bro. He's like the country. He's like the country Snoop Dogg to me. It don't matter what he say.
He's
it's
like the
2
down
Chainz,
south.
dog.
He's our
I
country.
take my boo up and we got a happy
2
meal.
Chainz has some of the
Our country twang of Jay-Z.
One-liner.
Like what he just did with that new mixtape.
Are amazing.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like
ridiculous.
What's the way Slick is still stuck on one? I wish a ninja would like a kitchen cabinet.
Yeah.
He's still stuck on that, and I thought that was like amazing. Like,
Yeah, that new mixtape he did.
You was like,
Crazy.
Two Chainz.
you was
He
like,
took that Wu-Tang,
yeah,
all
he took
that.
that, yeah, he took that
Wu-Tang.
Hey, I've been on Chainz since Titty Boy, man.
see, that's why I went back on him too.
I actually interviewed Titty Boy. I have the audio somewhere posted, but
Wow.
I did a call-in with Titty Boy and his partner.
I-20?
Yes.
No. It was
Remember I-20, it was the other guy.
the little short.
Which one?
Player circle.
Player circle.
I interviewed both.
To my fate?
The one with
Fate,
the
yeah.
first.
Fate.
No,
not
cared
Fate.
about.
I have an interview with both of them.
I
You know
can't
who
think of
we
his name
forgot to
right now.
say? Well, we forgot to say Cool Breeze. Did nobody put Cool Breeze on there?
Wow, watch for the hook.
Yeah, they don't want to put Cool Breeze on.
I don't think he's up there.
Cool Breeze.
Oh, what?
Wait a Okay, cool. Where are you from?
Sorry.
Hey, Nisha.
Nisha.
And I put CeeLo Green.
Nisha.
Wow.
The well is dry.
This on time?
Yeah, we ain't on time.
So what game we got?
We about to play a game.
Another game?
Yeah, we got a new friend up here. He got a whole lot of names.
We're not included.
Okay. What y'all want to
Twerk
play?
it,
Bust the
turtle.
truth today out real quick.
Hey, shout out to the
Let's play this or that.
Twerking. So he's showing out tonight too.
This and that is a small job, Kiki.
He's showing out tonight too.
I ain't changed them up, so you have to shake them up, pull them from the bottom.
Shake him up, shake him up, shake.
I like this. The one that's good.
Well, I smell like burnt hair.
Man, Slick dropped some jewels on us tonight, bro. What game was
Shout
it?
out to
Trying to stay
Man,
away.
he dropped some jewels,
Hold on,
man.
I gotta like show this off real quick, little quick advertisement.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
You
That's
gotta
what.
turn that way.
I'm branding it real quick. Just
Do the moonwalk back real quick.
I got my own on the side right here. DAN. That means dancing ass nigga. It really does.
Shouts out to Dan.
Everybody.
Because you dead and I'm dead. Dancing ass bitch. Watch out slide. Watch out
Nah,
slide.
but
I'm Dan then, dancing at DJ.
Okay.
We on the song.
Dad, dancing that DJ. Wow.
But like you mentioned when you introduced me, the branding, you know, I've tried to be big on. I've learned from some of the best out here. You know, like Street Lace taught me a lot about branding, etc. So I flipped the Worthi brand several times. I had Smoke Worthi, I have Dungeon Worthi. Now I at least endorse him, but I endorse the culture as well. So Dance Worthi.
Definitely doing it for the hip
You know,
hop.
I'm a mercenary, so I'll flip it different ways if
Yeah,
the
right.
situation presents itself.
Yes, sir.
You know, and
For sure.
All right. So let's get
work with my
this.
friends.
Let's get this. Listen, branding is the most important thing, man. That's why I was
When
the
we go
host.
out,
That's why I was the host of Love and Lust.
shut up.
I love the set here, by the way. I don't know if I said it
Thank you.
earlier.
Don't work on it.
I ain't know.
Did it.
Pass it down.
She was about to put her mouth, and I don't even know her mouth in this week.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Burr, 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 burr.
On your daddy dick. On your daddy dick.
So disrespectful.
On your daddy.
This
Oh,
woman
well,
has a garden.
I drink it now.
Hey.
We got Slick in here tonight, man.
Oh yeah. So I forgot we had to give you a gift. Pass some gifts over. We ain't getting gifts. Listen.
Both y'all.
Y'all get gifts, man.
Hey, y'all gotta let us know what's in there too, Snake. Y'all gotta pull it out. See what's in there.
That's why she defended the Dum Dums earlier.
I
Nah,
can
them not
smoke
good.
and drink.
Them ain't
It all
the
makes sense.
Suck though.
You can smoke, drink, and suck on. Get sucked on. Okay.
It's okay.
Why you
Get
not?
sucked up, get sucked up, get
You gotta
sucked
suck the
up.
click.
We said we're gonna wait till Rocky come and we're gonna get the the whips and chains and get y'all a group basket. Honeymoon basket.
And
All right, let's play the game. Let's get it popping.
Let's do
You
this.
just gonna reach out and pull out something? This or that?
That's not
This
so
or that. So
nasty.
it's one or the other. You're gonna read what it says and then you're gonna.
Yeah, I'm from LA. We don't reach in and pull out stuff.
Thank
People
you.
run for that.
head or sex.
Tell the truth, Snake. Tell the truth. Shane Devil.
Preference?
Yeah, what's your preference?
What you got? What you got?
In a general sense?
No, it's definitely gonna be Slick Worthington type sex. I'm just saying, you prefer head.
Worthy sex.
The word that says,
Right,
word
with the right person, I think I prefer sex.
I like that.
But if it was on a single, casual,
Right.
whatever sense, probably enjoy the other one more.
That's what I
He
said.
would, if he was saying he would enjoy the single top. That's what
I'll
I'm
pay
trying
for
to say.
head. I'll pay for head, but I ain't paying for sex.
Well, head can change up, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
It can be different.
You see what I'm saying?
everybody don't do it right.
Get
Who
you,
made these questions?
get you a Hoover and you never change
I
up.
put another question. This one's kind of lame. Who wrote these?
I saw somebody.
Don't try to blame me. I told you.
See, first and foremost,
Don't nobody come to the meetings.
Oh, now here we go.
Don't nobody come to the meetings.
That was bad.
I like this one. Thong or boy shorts? Definitely boy shorts.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Boy shorts become.
why though? Why?
What do you wear?
Whoa.
That's what they meant.
Neither one of them. But like, I say that because like thong is like, okay, it's a thong. You see it's all out. But boy shorts, you still got a little bit of
Peekaboo, it's a big
Yeah, but what if you peek a boy and then they come off and you don't like that shit?
I keep it with these.
Well, boy shorts don't give you an illusion either. Boy shorts, if you got an ass, it's gonna part of your ass.
But it's still just like maybe
It might be.
it might be some kind of interesting.
I get some ass.
You should have said no bro. Stand it.
Just no bro.
Make sure ass don't smell like a fish boy.
Wow.
Man,
Thundercats or Voltron?
Thundercats and Voltron.
Thundercats.
She looks like Shatara.
That was a good
That's
pick.
awesome.
Thundercats was the shit.
I'm gonna get cussed out by
Thundercats.
This a good one. Money or fame?
fame.
Man, you can give me the fucking money any day. Fuck fame. Fuck fame.
Cause you like both. Cause you like both. You like
Matter
both.
of fact, I like to
Like
be,
both.
I like to not be famous.
I don't give a shit
And
about
give me the
fame.
money. Hell yes.
I can't help because I'm popular.
Oh shit.
Shit, you know.
Love or lust, definitely lust.
That was easy.
She wasted no time.
Oh, I got this one last time.
The meetings.
Don't worry, we'll update it. Neither.
It's lame. Nicki or Cardi B?
What you said?
Choose wisely.
No, I'm gonna say Cardi because I believe Cardi more real than Nicki. So
Okay.
Nicki
I was
faster.
gonna switch it up for you. I was gonna be like Rod Digger or Shauna.
I would pick Rod Digger, but Shauna fatter than a bitch.
Yes, Lord.
I pick Shauna. I gotta pick Shauna. I gotta pick Shauna.
Yeah.
Rod Digger ain't never had this, but Rod Digger ain't cute. Rod Digger ain't never, but Shauna ain't cute neither.
She don't gotta be. Rod Digger don't gotta be cute. Digger, first name Rod. She don't gotta be cute.
Nah, Shauna got a
No,
fat
I
ass.
think it was way better.
Shut.
Yeah, she do. Yeah,
Shauna looked like she was one of them girls
like a
that was in
boy.
the ESE class.
Shut up.
hey, that's a fine ass man. That's a really like a boy too.
Tokyo Jets or Dej Low?
Tokyo. Oh, definitely.
What it is?
Tokyo Jets or Dej Low?
Oh, they is low.
I'm
I
going
would just
Dej.
want to rub her feet, let her tell me all about
Yeah,
it.
I like Dej too.
Deja Loaf.
Thank you.
No. You
must
ain't
ain't seen
seen
her.
the right pics.
Yo,
I'm in person. I'm a bouncer at Club Sky on the weekends, and she looked like a
first of
little-
all, Days wear a lot of baggy shit. Days wear a lot of baggy shit though.
Yes, she do.
Like,
But that's why she looked like a little boy. That's not attractive.
but how much? But check this out. Goddamn, RP.
what about
I
the
used to
Brat?
wear a lot of baggy shit.
But they
We
were
do
fine.
that.
And I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, but the Bright used to wear a lot of baggy shit.
Don't
I'm
sleep
saying
now.
I see, but the thing is though, first off, in the Brat's defense, she's Lisa Ray's sister. She can wear what the fuck she wants.
Well, how long ago we didn't know that though? How long ago we were still? Hey, you did like I did, nigga. You thought Brat. It was some point in your life you thought Brat was gay.
All right. And that's the
I see. You know we knew she wasn't gay when she did the video with Tyrese bitch showing the titties.
was like,
Oh shit, Brat's my body.
Y'all was all talking about what he got.
How that be for you?
Oh, she's talking about second dick.
What he got.
Only like,
What, like
Cause we supposed she was eating pussy eating ass slick. I thought she was. I ain't gonna lie. That's just like she like niggas. Hey, that's just like Ray J for the rest of his life. He gonna always be Brad his brother.
She's straight out of Chi-Town.
Okay, I got one that's not in there. I will do ones that's not in there.
Oh yeah.
Let's do one that's not in
He
there.
said he the bull one. Wait, he trying to answer his.
Go ahead.
Oh shit.
Since 57, maybe.
Who gonna win?
Who gonna win?
Fight.
Slick like.
I mean, that's how
We know
Floyd
maybe.
Mayweather.
You're damn right. I keep trying to tell him to my man 50 gonna knock his ass out. I say Mayweather gonna get knocked out if it's worth like 500 million.
I mean, Mayweather just learned how to shoot.
If he just knew how
We gonna go around. We're gonna go around the
The
table.
money team.
We're gonna go around the table and you're gonna say this or that off the top of the head.
All right, wow.
Okay, we start with you.
Well, you should do somebody
Want me
else.
to start?
You should start with somebody and then let the person next to you.
Okay, I'm gonna start with me. Ready? Since we're going on sisters, Samoa or Nia Long?
Nia Long. Nia Long. Well, Samoa, she a little wild with it, but
Go ahead.
They ain't sisters in real life, are they? You bullshitting.
no.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn, I ain't know that.
Tesla or Bentley?
Oh, the Tesla.
Bentley.
That was all hell. You answered.
The coupe or the photo?
The coupe. I don't need nobody with me.
Gotta go to Coop.
I don't like that cool shit, man. I feel cooped up.
Coupe.
I got one.
Okay.
Chicken or beef?
Chicken.
Shrimp.
It's all you.
Want some hot sauce?
Black people.
All black people don't eat hot sauce. That's not
He got to tell you
statement.
me. Hey, that's your turn.
Oh, okay, my bad.
It's slick.
That was slick answer, and he still ain't answered. Chicken or beef was your. He white. He said beef.
Slick light skin. Black man in there. I'm telling you. Every day. I'm telling you.
But you know what happened? It was a white party that answered beef.
I like beef. You know, slick. I'm half white. I like
It's
more
his
beef.
question.
Oh, okay.
Penguins or tigers?
Penguins.
Tigers.
Ooh.
Tigers.
Yeah, I like it.
Is it gonna be Happy Feet? He gonna be there? So I pick penguins.
Shit.
Why not?
Go ahead, Kiki. It's on you.
Chains or whips?
Blindfolds, bitch. You scared me.
I was just gonna say, I didn't start out
Hey, I know, but I feel like Denzel and Glory was saying that. Like,
Go ahead, Remy. She asked you to change the whips.
talking about necklaces or cars or
I
like.
think I take the whip over the chain.
All right, Remy. Shut
You
up.
know, I got 4 eyes.
All right.
I how to switch that bitch up like that too.
Credit or debit?
Fucking with Kiki? I mean, fucking with Trina?
Is it mine or yours?
You done fucked up the church of money.
Whose card is it?
Right. That's the answer. Who
Because
Card
if
is
it's mine, you gotta run that bitch in the credit so I can deny it
I
later.
need 3 legs.
Oh man.
I need 3 days.
dispute like a bitch. Dispute. I did not go to KFC and get that goddamn chicken combo.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
That cash app dispute shit.
Oh man.
It's bad.
Oh, don't ever try to get that
Yeah,
shit.
send the shit wrong person. Mm.
Yeah.
I sent money to
Take
the wrong
forever to get your
person.
money back.
I had to call my
My
bank.
homegirl did. She sent like what she said, it was like $150 to her friend or whatever the case may be. And she sent it to her, but she reported that the car had got lost or whatever, and she disputed it. She sent the money to her homegirl. The homegirl got the money, but they still sent her back $150 and sent her another car.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Sad.
One of my homies.
Sad story.
Sad story.
Yeah.
So you guys tell us what y'all got coming up, what y'all got popping, and tell us where we can find you on social media.
We got the ETD rap battles December 9th, I believe. 5-star dive bar, Ybor City. I believe it's 15th Street.
Yep.
Fine.
The street right before the gay bars.
Yeah.
Right
That's
before,
15, yes.
right before HCC Ybor.
And in between
HCC Ybor. Yeah.
There was some fine brothers standing
Ooh,
back there.
I'm sorry. We going left field.
Me and
It
Kiki-
was.
Me and Kiki were just driving up and down Ebo, listening
We
to
cruising.
Just fuck the R, huh? Just fuck the
Listening to
R.
that J. Creek.
listening to J. Creek. Nobody's perfect.
And they seen Remy and Ciroc standing in line.
Y'all was standing in, y'all didn't want to stand in that
Not
line.
this line.
No.
Shit, hell no. Fuck no. Not this line.
What line y'all talking about?
Hey,
Y'all talking about fire?
that's a fucking disclaimer. We did not need to run. My name is Brian. My name is Brian.
Hey, well, let me recheck my statement, because I thought you were talking about that. I thought we were talking about
He did not say, he meant Roosevelt and Brian. I don't know who the fuck Remy and Ciroc is. I don't know.
So we in the church.
But they like big and buff. Like, I mean, like
We get
sexy.
stuck right there in front.
Right.
I look to the right, was like, some fine motherfuckers. And then I look over a little bit and see that rainbow
They
flag.
going over there to the
I
line.
said, Kiki, you can gas on these bitches.
That's crazy.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. We
Yeah,
just
see
saying,
that.
what we saying is We couldn't keep looking.
A Lance Gross motherfucker that twists harder than you.
Nah, that wasn't listen. Nah, that was just real sexy.
They right here.
That is what she said.
Y'all don't want to hear my Atlanta story.
That is what she said.
Y'all don't want to hear my Atlanta story, boy.
So finish telling us. He said, okay, so he got it on the knife.
On the night, 5 dive. It's the street right before the gay bar.
Or Y bar, ACC.
What's the symbol? Is that on that street?
That's movie code.
Right there. Behind. Yeah. Okay, and then tomorrow night, and then you got tomorrow night.
Bitch, I need a Red Bull.
With Gen TV.
Yeah, tomorrow night I'm hanging out with Gen TV. The 4-year anniversary, Celebrities Lounge, Florida. Beanie Siegel headlining. Bunch of other people performing.
Bunch of
partying. I'm a special birthday guest.
Uh-oh.
I didn't even get how about that Scorpio season. Taurus.
Y'all see Snake hit y'all with that shameless plug. His birthday, goddammit. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it.
We're Tauruses, but we let her have the Scorpio season.
It's definitely it's Scorpio season for him too. Excuse y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Most of the month. I was about to say all month.
They 2 days apart.
Celebrate the whole month. Fuck that. Celebrate the whole month, dog.
Wow.
For real. So I'm doing that. It should be a good time. Other than that, I've been working on the album quietly forever. The Tampa Detox album.
All right.
Hey, I ain't mad.
It's coming, I swear.
Can't take
Stay
it
with
nowhere.
my friends. Obviously, is the whole movement. You can find me on social media at Slick Worthington. at Slick Worthi.
With an eye.
On Twitter and Instagram, and then on Facebook it's /Slick Worthington, or Slick Worthington Music is my actual fan page on Facebook. I don't really plug that one enough because I forgot what the URL was.
Let's put it in.
Right, damn it, just go and search, you know what I'm saying, Slick Worthington, and that should pull up. Make sure you check it out.
He said check both of them.
I got we have I Try the video on YouTube.
I try the video.
Yes, sir.
Twice, 2 sips.
Plenty of multimedia, like there's interviews from the radio videos that we did. There's freestyle segments. We used to have Walk the Plank on Pirate Radio and Vision. Freestyle with all kind of people. Beanie Siegel, Mickey Fax, Gunplay freestyle with us. And we got JT Money to freestyle.
Shout out to JT.
Shout out to Gunplay, man. That's my dog.
He drank a Heineken in there and he gave us 7 bars instead of 8. He said, I gave you 7, make it 8. I was like, all right, it's Gunplay. So yeah, I'm on social media. I'm not hard to find. Google me.
All right.
Well, it's been real.
Claude, this is Dance Machine. You gotta tell us where he at.
I'm on Facebook, Claude Alexander. That is actually my first name, like the whole thing. Don't judge me.
No. Claude.
It's one
Claude
word.
Alexander. It's one word.
This is no judgment over here.
Oh, the whole name, the clock,
Yeah,
that's the whole.
Claude Alexander is my first name.
It's one word.
Like, it's really one word. Like,
Wow.
Ain't no space.
Alexander.
And according to him, my nickname alias is 2 Claude Shakur.
Yeah.
Wow, like that, right.
Wow.
That is horrible.
Stick with it, stick with it.
I'm not doing that.
Hey, you didn't fuck me up now, too, Claude.
It's crazy. I was Tupac for Halloween Friday night. I had to dress up at
He
work.
nailed it.
And yeah, it was crazy. Like, people were like,
Tupac.
oh my God, you look like Tupac. Well, I took the glasses off. But anyway.
Hawk glasses on so many, what it was? The
It's
biggest
on
the
the internet. You
world.
can't argue.
Yeah, he did have one,
But
yeah.
he ain't have one.
Yeah.
I can't afford
Regular
glasses.
specs. The regular specs.
The Cardis.
On
My shit is
Instagram
thick as
is
shit.
Claude.Alexander323. And on what's that joke? Snapchat is at your mama nephew.
Your mama nephew.
Is you on MySpace?
Not my
Okay, never.
Vocal space. Vocal space.
I guess
Christian
not.
Mingle? No.
eHarmony.
All right, so y'all know that y'all can find us on YouTube and all that good stuff. But you know that when you come and hang out with this Love, Lust, Sex, and Music team, you know you gotta leave your motherfucking morals at the motherfucking door. It has been a pleasure, Claude Alexander, one word. Yeah. And Slick Worthington and Rocky Field.
That's 2 words.
Appreciate y'all, man.
All right. We'll be back next time.